Hello, you glorious assortment of entities, and welcome back to Hollow Knight. We are greeted with the ending that I didn't get, which is that, because that's tacked onto the end of any ending now, because I've done that. Be aware. Yes, it will. There's a few more things I want to do. What, just one, as Columbo would say, just one more thing. Pure completion, I achieve 100%, 112% of the game. But I'm not done yet. Not yet. First of all, actually, let me get my travel gear on. What else do I usually have on my travel gear? I forget. Oh, right. Duh. First of all, let's see if our buddy here has anything new to say. No. Okay. So. Let's see, where is it? Okay. Okay. Let's do this. See, now I have a delicate flower. Hello. Do I seem prisoner here? If so, that's not by any choice but my own. These bindings about me I've chosen to erect. There is some shame I feel from my own part in the deed, and this method guarantees its cease. I still feel that urge, you see, I always will. A voracious desire to spread seeds upon the land, or I'll get myself to breed. Ah, what a precious gift it offers, though alas I shan't accept. Not of me that flower, nor of this kingdom. Not of me that flower, nor of this kingdom. Far it travelled to reach this place, brought by one beloved fair knight of land serene. There is rare power hidden in those frail petals. To hold it so close, one must surely be unaware of its nature. Well, if you don't want it, then I know someone who will. The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of holiness descend through that verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There, all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. So much for that. Oh, what's that you have there? Ah, what a beautiful flower. I'd never have guessed by looking. You have surprisingly good taste in flora. Why are you carrying around such an exquisite bloom? Wait, you didn't... Ah, this flower is it a gift? For me? Are you really giving me something so precious?
Oh,
Oh, I can really have it? I barely know what to say. Thank you. I'd resigned myself to selflessly giving out advice to passers-by, without receiving any gratitude in return. Little did I know, one young bug was taking my words to heart and would repay my kindness. And with such a beautiful gift, suddenly the world seems a little less faded. Thank you, my friend. I'll take care of this flower while you're gone, so you can enjoy it together when you return. This flower you gave me, when dark thoughts creep into my head, I gaze at it and think of you. Why not rest at the bench for a while? We can enjoy the flower together before you head off again. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Hi. These petals so white. Can you see them too? Watching me from wherever you are? Perhaps dreams aren't such bad things after all. Isn't that nice? Precept 6. Choose your own fate. Our elders teach that our fate is chosen for us before we are even born. I disagree. See? Science fixed. I unkilled the Menderbug. Don't worry about it. I found something on my ways. I noticed on my map that it was still listed there. I already broke the flower, don't worry. That's the first time I sort of saw the animation for that. I don't know why I got stuck there, but, you know. Okay. And that's how I lost the flower. Leaves in splendor, pale root. Any others I've missed? No. Good. You know, tired of trying this and not wanting to cheat, like go into the code again, I decided to do one of your good old-fashioned exploits. So I went here and didn't touch another bench till I got there, which should mean I still have that, because it just sends you to the... When you exit the game, it sends you back to the last bench you sat in. You have returned, though you're not invited. As my pupil, it is lawful that I should allow you to rest and shelter, but do not stay longer than you need to. As for your nails, but you must not stay longer than you need to. Here you go, Oro. What is this? You think it becoming for a pupil to drop rubbish in their master's home? Or is this gaudy flower your idea of a gift? I have no use for such things. Take it with you. Or else I'll toss it outside to be eaten by the vermin. And look at that. Found a pot for it. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? We're just making people happy. Thank you. Well, we have more flowers to give. This time I'll rest in this bench. Call my lovely friend, the stag beetle. Go to the Queen's Gardens, get a flower, and come back. Got it. Lovely service, right? The stag, just getting back to his station is always hard. It's like, thank you, bus driver, for dropping me off at my station, but could you just... I'm gonna get... You know, you're right. In fact, I don't even need to go back at all in this case. Because what I'm just gonna do is, and you'll notice, not back. Now you'll notice I'm still in the City of Tears. Right up. Magic. Now, I do actually have a bit of a ways to go, unlike last time. So it is of utmost importance that I am cautious. You're who I'm looking for.
Oh, Pantera.
In times past, I would have spoken with your likes, but now the rest of my cast are wonderfully distantly deceased. I didn't welcome you to never have anyone to share my happiness with.
Oh.
Isn't life just wonderful?
Oh.
What a curious specimen. Though even its pure aura is no match for the light of our dear king. Keep your faint flora bug. I've enough of my own to tend to, and surely you'd agree that mine are far finer. I had a feeling you'd say that. It doesn't mean I do not have a place that this needs to go. This is actually scary because I can't get hit here. What? Just... No. I'll find my way.
Holiness, this kingdom is blessed with true gods, true. All around corpses of pretender gods, but not an holinist. An offering, yes. The crawler makes an offering to us. Rare bloom, tiny and pure. No god, though. No godliness. But still. What does Crawler ask for in return? To touch our thick gleaming hide? To see the exquisite face beneath our mask? Such strange prayers. No. Crawler presumes too much. This gift is ours, kept by us, but our mysteries will be preserved. Gods, any shapes they assume. Is bloom then a splinter? Cast off? Refuse of something greater? No tune. It sings, we cannot hear it.
Hey, Tiso. Nice seeing you, Tiso. I just realized Shalier is painting the Godseeker. I have to wonder, is this Nos the same or a different Nos? Like, does it have that sort of shape-shifting capabilities? Mainly what I'm asking is Wing Nos the same... Maybe not even the exact same creature, but the same type of creature that the normal Nosk is? Or is that just something that's like... can Wing Nos only be Wing Nos and Nos be normal Nos? Or can any Nosk be either winged or normal? I used those flowers recently. Oh, tragedy. This majestic god evades our attunement with such ease. We live only to serve the gods, seek them out. Why does she frustrate us? How does she hide from us? Does she diminish herself by choice? Yeah, I just had a lovely chat with her. Lovely chat with her. Gave her a flower, much like you. Or at least the body that contains you. I'm not sure your relationship to the body we're all in. Like, are you the same person, or all of you constituents of that person? Is this, like OSDD type things, or... And like, yeah, is this OSDD, and the God Seeker up there is the front? I do wonder. It's nice that they allow Grimm this flair. Like, who else gets this much for their own place? Like, a lot of them are themed to where they are, but not as much as this one is, especially with the heart entrance. And that ending chord as well. Also, you're the only one here, I notice. What's up there? Doesn't look good, big sibling. Graphically, bro. Even though we're both completely genderless because our father didn't care enough to give us one. Apparently Hornet gets to have a gender. Oh, hi, Moth. Why did I pause? Bing. That's a problem. I'll admit, I was a bit mad at that one. So I decided to turn a bit of coding again. So so the nail damage at full level is normally 21. Why? I don't know. I may or may not have set it to 99. Like, I've already done this gauntlet, I don't want to do it, like, in full again. I forgot to unequip my spells, though. In fact, this might still do more damage, technically. But, still. Two, 4. See, this isn't fun per se, but I am on a schedule. I did it once, I loved it, but I need to be fast now. I wonder if there's a speedrun category for like 1,000,000 damage. Hello, Gorb. I'm still not perfect. How you doing, Defender? Am I a god now, Godseeker? Is that what you wanted of me? I like how you look back to see young Defender. Hello. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you have 2 more 99s in you than the Charger does. Hey, Tiso. You know, Tiso was a backer character. Same with, not what I meant to do. Same with God Tamer. Yeah, I'm told you, yeah, why? Much like the normal corpse. I do think this is how Tiso ended up dying in the Colosseum of Fools, is when they dropped the Molech on you. Which means he made it to the third one, which is somewhat impressive. Wow. Sorry. Mato, I don't think this is going to go how much better for you either. There we go. Finna. Yeah, let me take these off. And, do this again. Just to make the most use out of my cheating. If I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna do it right, you know? You always give me such intense trouble. Are you gonna be any different now? Yes, much. What if I can keep all of my lifeblood hearts? Wow. Okay. It's nice to be this powerful. I need to get this just right, or I still get hit. Yeah, that could be enough. No. It's a very specific angle that, well, a very specific height you have to be at. You have to like almost be above the screen, but it's kind of an invisible ceiling, so you have to like get just the right, like there I would have gotten it. Like your head has to be fully off screen like that. Hang up wobbles. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. They don't regen their health. They regen some health, but they don't go back to full. Okay. And you knowing, oh, I'm so sorry to do this to you. You're fighting with so much honor. I still love this scene though. I love the flow of this. Like, it looks chaotic, but it feels nice and flowing. Like, they're very simple attacks. This is why it's allowed to get away with putting so many at you. But when you have them like that, the fight's over way too soon. I want to just do that one again because, like, normally, because it's just, I love doing that one. I mean, you're not particularly strong normally either. A 3! Wow. Assume position. 4. You didn't even get to spawn a single thing. Oh, I'm so sorry to do this. I mean, you're not kin yet. You're just broken vessel, but still. Don't reach, please. Oh. You torture me, Godseeker. Why? Hi. This can't be too overly different. But it is a lot faster. Yeah, this is mostly to save me time. I would be glad to undo it before getting to Radiance, if I could. But in order to alter the code as I have, I need to exit the program, so that it will save and then change the save state, so like the save data, and so it can't be done without stopping, and I can't stop in the middle of this or else it'll just kick me out. I'd gladly fight Radiance normally though. I like the Huzzah! You, I am happy to do this too. That's also a lot less annoying as a fight. This, however, I can't imagine is too different. This thing's already pretty tanky. I think it was something like at like 580. Yep, that sounds about right. So I would have hit it 6 times there if it was 580. Hello, Grim. So this is a phase that this is like almost like the heal phase for Grim. Like there's a heal phase in the bat thing, but this is like a marker for how much health left. It will immediately do it if you hit him while bowing, so to me that means that you've hit him and done so much damage to his pride, he feels the need to enter like the I am a third dead phase attack on you. This man just has the most fragile of egos. Love him though. Love the set. I want to dress like, I want to be this, you know, the Grim. Hi, Godseeker. Oh, these ought to be a piece of cake. They're already pretty low health. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Less than 300. Sorry. I'm trying to have a text conversation here. You're being very rude. Oh, there it is. I wasn't paying attention. Why is my mouth so dry? What? Oh, yeah. Okay. This one ought to be interesting. There we go. Took some mouth moisture, right? Made me of it. You know, that stuff. I can hardly see those. Like, I know I should just expect them, but... Come on, which side are you? Okay. Might be able to one-cycle this, right? Yeah, and then some. Wow, you did a full ringer. How did you not hit anything? Did you see that little thing going around? The little bomb inside of the... Hello, Hornet. I mean, not Hornet. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, do you think this is like a different type of Nosk? Like, is there flying Nosk and normal Nosk, or can all Nosk be either, you know? Like, if all Nosk can imitate things, because the Nosk we found definitely didn't imitate just us, then can they also, like, and they're such good contortionists, to fit in this shape, this size, when the Nosk that was fitting in our shape was even slightly larger than this one? Is wings just something any Nosk can do? Because it doesn't say anything like, oh, this is winged Nosk. It just says Nosk. That's less differentiation than you get between dream versions. I fly. Ow. Wow, that's so much easier. How about this one? Middle? No, you do a soft with that, I forget. Just 2? Am I a god yet in your eyes, Pantheon? Hello, Hornet. Oh, you're metal right now. Not metal, but keratin, I guess. Well, to be fair, I don't know where you... I assume your needle there is a nail, right? Like, so it is made of pale ore and keratin. Heal me. I said heal me. Thank you. Wow, a whole extra hit. Now I feel bad doing this too. Same with Hornet, but I didn't mention it, but... Even more so, because you're dead. I definitely could have played that better. Four. Got it. Title card's still on screen. One, 2, 3, 4. Now, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not letting cloth die to you. I might have gotten 2 there, I'm not sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did. It's like 12 hits. That's actually a lot of health. Kill me. Good enough. There we go. I got it! My needle! I wonder how Hornet's gonna play. Like, even with my cheat here, look how long this is taking me. Especially ones like this. Like, this game might be my favorite non-Undertale, not non-Toby Fox game. But I have much more room up here than on the other stage. My favorite gameplay-oriented game, I guess I could say. Because Toby Fox is almost like, there's gameplay, but it's most story-oriented. And while this one has a story, it definitely focuses more on the gameplay. So yeah, one of my favorite games of all time. Here. I don't need to heal. I lost a mask, which makes me want to heal, but it was a lifelet, so I can't. Hello, the, defeatable, pathetic, ignoramus I can't make that many insults in that short amount of time. Because I cannot possibly match how much adoration you have for yourself with loathing to you. Not in words, not at the moment. I haven't gotten my newest dictionary yet, because it's not out yet. Oh, did you hear they're coming out with a new Merriam-Webster Colligate? Oh, it looks amazing. Like, I have a bit of a dictionary collection and I read through them quite a bit. Because I love words. And this one seems to be even better than some I have. Like, it has etymology in it. It has, like, not only just like etymology origin, but more like social origins as well, it looks like. Oh, it looks great. See, look at how extra this stage is compared to the others. Also, why is it only the Godseeker here? Now, the bad thing here about Nightmare King Grim in any capacity is that Nightmare King Grim does 2 masks of damage each hit. When I was doing this my first time, this was my favorite attack because I got a lot of good hits off. Funny, I don't remember doing it for this playthrough, even though I know I did, right? I did do it, right? Like, I know I did, like, I did it on a different save file so I could have the other charm, but... Or rather, I think... Did I do it and then undo it? Or did I just do it on a different save file that I copied? By the way, I'm pretty sure I did it, but I don't remember doing it. Not see how the bane of my existence and the runner of more, and the ender of more runs than you've even seen. Like, I often show myself dying to the Radiance. I've died more to this one. I took less attempts at the Radiance than this. Let's see how much of a trivial matter this makes, this one. Now, you also do 2 masks. I definitely tried to dash there. Wow. Just like that, huh? Okay, let's look up together. I see I have an aura of light around me that amplifies whatever light in the background is around me. Anyway, hi! Let's see if you can get beat without spells. Or at least as many. Did you get off of... Ow! Get off of this... What? Not what I meant. Okay, heal. I found a moth the other day in the kitchen and it just looked like the most average moth you would ever see. And I'm just reminded of the absolute radiance here. Like, just the expressions this moth in my kitchen had. Which I did end up taking outside. Oh no. Can I be hit here? Yes, I can. Bad way to find that out. No, don't let it happen like this. I may or may not have just changed it to 9,999 damage instead of 99. Who's to say? You can't prove it. You don't have my files. I don't like cheating this game because I love it so much, but I do have a schedule to keep. I'll skip to the Radiance after I show you what this can do. But I'm not sure yet. That's what I expected. Get over here. Thank you. I'm learning that the False Knight is based on cycles. It has a health for the armor, and then a counter. So you have to destroy the health of the armor, and then hit this for a certain amount of damage, but it has a damage cap, because this will always be 3 cycles. That's supposing you meet that damage cap, which you can easily do on cheating as well. So my final time will just be the things that I'm not able to skip, won't it? Like, I'll tell you how much time is actually just cutscenes. Oh, it hurts to do this to you. Truly it does. Sorry from the bottom of my heart. No, you don't bow to me that one. I do not deserve that. I'm quickly finding out which bosses do and don't have a damage cap. It seems to only be False Knight so far. So Sly has 2 health bars. Basically, you exhaust one and it enters the frenzy state. I do not deserve your bow. Hey, Arnett. Now imagine if the parries did as much damage to me as I would have done to them. Ooh, they're going off the screen now. You know that last scene in Undertale Genocide where it just fills your screen with 9s? Then later they have the 10th anniversary and tell you all about how, 9's a great number because there's something higher, you can't beat it. Am I not a god to you yet? I feel like I'm on that end. Let's see, do you have 2? I think you're like Sly, right? Yep. If you're like last one, I can hit you in the air. Yep. Also, what? I definitely should have lost more masks than I did. What? How would it make you feel if this person you idolize just kind of, Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, failed champion is the same way. The armor has a health, and it's in cycles. I don't think I'm taking damage anymore. Oh, wait, I am. Look, one of my masks is gone. Okay, but show yourself, Grim of Grim of Grim. Nightmare King? Not for much longer. See? How about now? Am I god yet? How about a nice little word of persuasion? We should just fight the Radiants instead of fighting each other. It seems you agree. I'm actually very curious about how this will go. See, the background lights up around me, but it's in the background, not the foreground, so it's a little bit of a weird looking effect, isn't it? Hello, Absolute Radiance. Prepare to be absolutely nothing. Like that. What? Is it a hit number? Nope, there we go. That was still like 5, 6. So that would be 60,000 health. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80,000 health that was just taken from this mob. I'm not sure if I can die at this point. Well, I mean, I am losing masks when that happens, but I'm really not trying to be hit by these, just so you're aware. Is it a hit-based thing or a time-based thing or what? Okay, I'm split again. To take the Radiance down, we see the true form of the Void, which is either me or my mother? So that's what it means to kill a god, huh? Now I'm told this is the last ending that I needed. Hello, Godseeker. So what are we doing to Godseeker and why? The flower! I was told by the Pale Lady that there was power in the flower and that if we knew what it was, we wouldn't be holding it so closely to ourselves. What? Well, the radiance is gone. Okay. Let's talk a bit, shall we? The end of a long playthrough. The end of one of my favorite games, Christopher Larkin, I mean. Magnificent music. When it comes to a game like this, I can't really sum up into words the experience. It just is so wonderful. This game is moving. This game is a masterpiece beyond compare. I don't know how SilkSong is. I don't know what it's going to be like. But I'm sure Team Cherry's knocked it out of the park. Now, as for the endings, which one do I think that SilkSong will lead up from? Probably the one that the Knight and the Hollow Knight both die fighting Radiance, but Hornet is able to leave. Probably that one. I'm not sure if any of these Gods and Nightmares endings are technically canon, but I want to read a few things right now just to get my mind in order, you know? So, these last two, what happened? That's my question. I clearly destroyed the Radiance, but kept the Hollow Knight alive. In both. But what did that flower do to us? Instead of this massive writhing of void coming up, it's gone. According to Wiki, Link 4 is Embrace the Void, which we did first. The Void entity appears in a nice place. You know, destroy the Radiance. 2,158 backers in Kickstarter. Wow. Stop while you start lashing out. Scene shifts again to the temple. Black egg. Yeah, I know that. Observed and triumphed. We hope you enjoy yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet soon on the road ahead. Yes, we will. I just have a few more thoughts. Link 5 Delicate Flower. A marvelous idea, by the way, to make the Delicate Flower have multiple things you can do with it. That's just genius. Like, that's a really good challenge. And while I did kind of tease it a little bit here and there, I genuinely appreciate it. I would have done it normally. I would have done it fully if I weren't so pressed for time at the moment. I don't get what the implications are, if I'm going to be honest, about these last two endings. I consider myself a pretty good literacy person. I don't quite understand yet. I might in the future. I might not. But what I do know is that this has been a life-changing experience, this game. Truly. As I mentioned when doing the Path of Pain, I behave differently now. I approach challenges much more healthily now. Before I just give up, but
This proves that I don't anymore. Sure, ADHD, it has to kind of be something I'm interested in because then the ADHD stops if it's not. But like, this is just an amazing experience. And let's see what else I can do with it. Oh, right. This way. Okay, so yeah, okay, that's not here, it's just how, okay. So it will be. So it will be. 112%. 51 hours, 25 minutes, 33 seconds. Is there anything else I can do in there? Let me just open Steam right now and check the achievements, you know? What don't I have? I don't have Neglect, I don't have the speedruns, and I don't have the Steel Souls. That's the only things that I don't have. Let me just scale myself down a bit. Let's see what's in here. So Hidden Dreams. Dreams of Honest Tip, move basses, new tracks, new upgrade to Green Gate. Yeah. Ah, of course it was Halloween. What does the Lifeblood one do? Hollow Knight Earth refreshed alongside its console debut. Many denizens received countless new tweaks and changes, new boss fight, challenge the Precious Knight, protector of an ancient queen. Hive Knight. Right? Boss upgraded, some smarter, some harder, one receiving a suite of new moves. What would that be? Map markers. The Godseeker eyes break her chains. Oh, her. Break her chains and aid in her ancient duty. Boss fights, Hollow Knight's Great Warrior, new game mode, long requested new classic for the genre. New Guardians request developed new mode. Yep, no Neglect. No speedruns. No Steel Hearts. Well, is there anything else I can do at this juncture? Like, at all, anywhere? I think I've done everything, right? That also should be everything in here, right? Yep, Radiance. Ah. I can't believe it's over. I'm just thinking there surely has to be something else to do, right? But there isn't. Just the speedrun stuff. Which I might do someday, but now is not that day. Okay, done a few things because I just couldn't put the game down. So First of all, I want to show you, no, up here. Come on, I've done this a million times now. Behold. Enjoy its raucous chorus. Speaking of raucous chorus, we got this one in the middle is for everyone done. Also done the no hits, which were very, 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 very hard. But not as hard as some of the things in here. And of course that does include things like that. I'm not sure why that glowed again. I even showed this to you before, so it's not like, oh wow, you cheated. No. I've shown you this lever before! Maybe I messed something up at one point, but... And of course this one, which just faces the opposite direction. Void given focus. Void Idol. Rare artifact from a time before Hollownest. Its spires twined in unified form. Contains a large amount of liquid from the abyss, perfectly still. Lem. Who is Lem? Inspired or mad, those ancient bugs, they devoted their worship to no lord or power or strength, but to the very darkness itself. And this one, of course. I didn't do these because I wanted to show you. Yeah, with radiance. I did that one, but I'm confused at the way it opened. Like, I thought it was something different because I was like, it can't be the radiance gate. I already went through the radiance gate, but then again, that lever also showed up, so I guess something happened in the code at some point. There's really only a few things left I can think to do in this game at all. Seal still mold, of course. Speedrun. I think I'll do... When I do them, I think I'll do them both at the same time. I checked the coding, there's a few geode things I missed, but, you know, nothing major. Wish I could get to a bench more... Like, I wish I could get to a stagway more easily from here. Apparently this is also a backer room, like, all of these are phrases the backers wanted to put in. Why can I stand on that? Here's the thing. I read in the coding that there was, like, believer fragments that weren't broken. And when I tried to figure out what that was, it'd be here in that little sub area. That's what it always showed me. Yet I fail to see what they mean. Ignore the fact that I destroyed one of these souls. This also feels like a fitting place to end, you know? Actually, I can think of one place more fitting. Oh. Why did it ding me? Anyway, let me just get rid of my, unsightly face, shall we? There is something that I can do, and I will cherish it. Don't worry, folks, I have set my damage back to normal. I think I've done this 3 times already, haven't I? Whoa. It's nice to have good old-fashioned Zoe. Yeah, it appears where I'm facing. Ow. I didn't notice you go under. Ow! Got ya. Is that my 4th time? I think it is. What?
Verse up 7. Mourn not the dead. When we die, do things get better for us or worse? There's no way to tell. So you shouldn't bother mourning, or celebrating for the matter.
Huh. I wonder, where did Bretta go? I'm actually looking it up just in case I miss anything. One moment. Yeah, there we go. Well, the wiki says that she leaves over the Howling Cliffs. I guess my question is how? Like, it's hard enough for me to get up here. I see. What I missed was... If we can time this? Here, probably. Yeah.
That young lass. Why, she up and departed over the cliffs. She only the briefest word of farewell. It's a perilous journey she set herself upon. I can't understand why she gained such fortitude. I thought her a timid sort, and after my own mind. How wrong I was. The little adventure lives all but me.
Akala, impu.
The Maiden's Quest. A Grey Prince diminished and her white savior revealed as a beast, the maiden at last understood the truth.
Her life's companion would not appear, for they could not appear to a maiden sat idle. She must instead seek them out, must find her love, and free them of their solitude. And thus her own journey began, out into the dangerous lands, shielded by her love awaiting, guided by her love to be. With every step the maiden could feel it, their fated meeting coming ever closer. Yeah, so, that's a nice loose end to wrap up. First update, travel alone. You're around nobody, and nobody will always be loyal. Therefore, nobody should be a constant companion. Odysseus?
Bacanada.
Divolem, mas. Zuma Concon.
Now the bugs arrived, and quite a racket he's making in the square. Worse, he's got not a geo to his name, only that blasted squealing instrument. Why is it always the poor that decide to stay?
Ecobus. Ecobus.
Completion 112%. What does that do, actually? I see, it just tells me when I am fighting a foe that is needed for the God Home stuff. What are my markers here for? What did I put? Where are they and why are they? Oh. Flower. 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 Rise up 9, keep your home tidy. Your home is where you keep your most prized possession, yourself. Therefore, you should make an effort to keep it nice and clean. I've been trying, Zo. Yeah, it wasn't the wisest thing I could have done. Hey, Arnett.
La venu venido.
Well, as much as it truly does pain me, I do believe that we are done here. I think that until I eventually go and try to do the thing of do the speed runs in the Steel Soul, which may take years for me to want to do that. I think we're done. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to say thank you. Thank everybody for watching, for listening, for viewing, for enjoying. Thank Team Cherry for making it.
Really?
Thank Gigi for eating.
Omamututa.
I never really used Gigi. I can see the appeal though.
Yendo halame.
Thank you. And I will see you in SilkSong.
Bye. Hello, glorious mayonnaise. Hi. Last night I finished this game, at least as far as I knew. But apparently there are still some things that I missed. I basically look up Hollow Knight secrets that nobody knows, and found a few things that I didn't know, so I'm gonna be doing that. Firstly, this one isn't too secret, but I do want it. I didn't know about it, so I imagine at least some of you didn't, but... Interesting that you're still here when you've left. Alright. Ah. Wait, what? Did you just deal 3 masks of damage? I'll take a heal on that one, yeah. Oof. Wow. Was that not the last time I had to do that? Really? I thought it was only 5. One moment. Huh. Tenth? Wait. I should probably heal. In the meantime...
뭐 맞아 그래?
Or not. I misread something. Let's see how this works out. Mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, ethereal, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince Zote. Oh, you actually hit me. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can never get hit by this guy. So yeah, without healing, I have 3 hits, basically. I'm not sure if I can heal more than 4. No. I see. Time to learn how to dodge. Okay. I definitely feel like that shouldn't have worked.
Oof.
Cease. Okay, never worth it to heal. Got it. Heal time. It is time. So that was 6. So this would be fight 7. Essential, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince out. Ah, truck between a rock and a hard place there. Ah, I missed my pogo just ever so slightly. Don't scream in my head after I'm out of your realm. That's terrifying. Whoa. Yeah, again, rock hard place. Ooh, I should have dashed. Ah! There, now I won't get one shot. Oh. Yeah, that's fight 7 down. It should heal me after I win. It heals me after I lose. There you are. Hey, Zoe. I'm fighting a real tough enemy, you know. You wouldn't know him. But, any advice on how to succeed?
310, keep your weapons sharp. I make sure that my weapon, Life Ender, is kept well sharpened at all times. This makes it much easier to cut things.
Well, there you have it.
Manema.
I'm trying to remember how to do the voice. The fearless, sensual, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great Prince Zote. Oh. Yeah, I always forget about the fact that you actually do have a sword here. Yeah, uh-huh. There we go. The invincible, fearless, sensual, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, and overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, great princess. Really? Another one? Okay. I don't know about this one would one-shot me. Invincible, fearless, powerful, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming. No, come. Oh. I live. I do not. There we go. Why is it leaking so much? There we go. Yep, now it doesn't work. I've done it. The ultimate achievement. So, how do you feel about this? Ismanama. Precept 11. Mothers will always betray you. This precept explains itself. Okay then. Let's see. Time for a bit more exploration, you know. Where am I going next? Queen Station would get me to a lot of where I need to go, so yeah, let's go to Queen Station. Let's see. Mushrooms. Oh, delicious. Look, it looks tasty. I wonder, should I eat it? Guys around here are awfully bland. On a seal. Please, not food. Hey, Willow. Okay. Another thing off the checklist. Let's go to the Mantis Village, shall we? Thank you. Would you look at that? Only 2, but still, that would have been helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, now that's settled. The last few things I have are down in there, right? No, there's one over here. Okay, guess I'll see you there. See? Thank you. I had my 2 lifeblood masks till I got here. Which, here's where I am, by the way. In case you're trying to find this also. I've been here before, you know. They have things like Hera. Princess. For protection. Okay. I guess we're doing this the hard way then. How anyone found this, I don't know. Because look at this. You can't even, like, cling to that wall, but also it's not, like, showing signs of breaking, you know? You can hear it, but... Got it. Oh, great. Yeah. So it's over here. Geo! What bargain made? Oh. Yeah, I can't get up there. Anything else over here? Yeah, you might think not. However... Behold, a thing. I've seen on videos, you can't interact with this at all. So, yeah. Behold, a little sigil made of silk. Let me just actually take a picture of that. Just in case it comes up later. Like, SilkSong later is what I mean by that. I have no idea what this is about yet. Ow! With that, what I want to do is here is done, so all I have left is stuff at the junk pit. And this is the most important secret stuff that I have encountered. This may take a while. Remember Builderbug? How every time you'd enter in a certain parameter, there was a 2% chance of the Builderbug showing up to fix the sign. Team Cherry likes 2% chances, apparently. Because when dream nailing Godseeker here, there's a 2% chance for something interesting to happen. Now, my friend Knight and I, we were talking last night, actually, about the lore of Hollow Knight, because I was saying I was confused about the whole Godseeker thing. And how certain gods are proclaimed as such, why everything is the way that it is, and... Well, I have some answers that are canon to some of my questions. Certain things are not so easily answered. So and we came to the conclusion that when it comes to the gods, at least according to Godseeker, it's about worship. Think of it. Like, of course, it's just an like the Doylist response is it's a video game and these are the bosses. This is the boss rush mode. But the Watsonian answer, is a bit more interesting to me, because why take all the fun out of things, you know? So worship, think of it. Anyone that I would have issue believing would be a god, can be explained by this. Think of it, all of the nail masters and paint master all have in their description prayers to them. Moreover, you have things like False Knight, whose whole thing is being a liar and a deceiver and not worthy of his station. But do not the grubs worship him? When we find that secret room after defeating the False Knight, you can find maggots there crying over him. He was worshipped by the maggots for trying to rise up above their station. Massive Moss Charger may be just a collection of guys, but that courage and intellect could be very easily worshipped by the others of its species. As Zote, worshipped by Zote, and Brenda for a while, but mostly Zote. Then, of course, you have the Oblobbles, just random Colosseum bugs. But their whole shtick is that they are very much together. And so I could see it being that they worship each other. And that is why they are considered a god. The gap in this logic, however, comes only in the form of the Void. The Void entity is a creature that isn't considered a god among the Pantheon. Does that mean no one worships it? Perhaps. The differentiation between gods and higher beings is an interesting one, because certain higher beings are the heart for the Grim Troop, and subsequently, presumably, Grim and Grimchild. Yzma. Yzma? Is that it? Un, rather, not Un. So Un, the White Lady, and the Pale King. Those are definitively higher beings. The Hollow Knight and us, the Knight, by extension, are, because we are born of two gods and Void, which technically would be a god in and of itself. So there's that. And that makes a whole lot of sense. Everyone in there has someone that would look up to them. Except one. The Dung Defender. / White Defender. As the last remaining living member of the Pale Court, no one would be left to idolize him. Knight recommended Lemaire, but I'm not sure that Lemaire has been alive for a while because of how she disappeared after the quest was done. She could have been a ghost that whole time. Like, we encounter ghosts in this game all the time. It wouldn't be too much of a stretch to believe that Lemaire was dead already. But there are a few that are a bit weirder, like Nosk. See, Nosk and Maleth. Those are interesting. Malek. Brooding Malek and Nosk. No one really knows about them and Live to Tell the Tale. Knight then suggested fear. Fear as a form of worship, and I asked who would be worshipping the brooding Maleth. And Knight said Tiso. I'm like, since when has Tiso liked the brooding Malek? Knight said fear. And I agree, like, given how Tiso dies in the 5th Pantheon here, and that we know he dies physically in the Colosseum of Fools, where the Malek is dropped on you in the 3rd thing, then it's entirely possible that Malek there, and so... And also the bodies thing is interesting. In both instances, Tiso's corpse says, "Why?" That's interesting to me, isn't it interesting to you? So basically it's just like fear as a form of worship, and Knight said, like, seeing your murderer in the face. It's like, you have a very strange mind, Knight, but I have to be inclined to agree somewhat. Knight thought the more interesting issue with the Pantheon was the fact that Hornet is in there twice. And both of them are physical forms, not like a real and a dream form. To which I said that applies to a lot of them, actually. But the only one that is there that we do not fight in two separate forms in the fifth pantheon. The only one we fight twice in the same fifth pantheon that isn't a normal form and a dream form, aside from Hornet, is the Crystal Guardian. So we're kind of stuck there on what that could mean. Because also, you could argue Nosk and the Mantis Lords, but we only, in the Pantheon, fight Nosk and the Mantis Lords in their Godhome exclusive second forms. Never in the Pantheons do we face these creatures in their normal states. 2% is pretty low, isn't it? Come on. We'll get there eventually. So yeah, what do you think about this? Also, Godseeker as a whole looks like that in the physical world, and looks very different here in the dreamscape. Also, all of the different people here. I can talk more about that later, but another question I have is why was Godseeker's physical form trapped inside a coffin? A locked coffin. How did... And also, why is Godseeker presumably getting stronger every time we beat a Pantheon? Because went from just collapsing, basically dead, to now this, standing, and moving, and able to hold something like a flower. That's interesting things to me. I don't know how many times I've done this, but I found it nice to make some good commentary. Say, hey, there's interesting things going on here, and while I'm pretty sure I have a good grasp on Hollow Knight's story, this is the wrench in the works for me. I'm not entirely sure about how the Godseeker operates. She says she wants to ascend, and rather that they want to ascend, because Godseeker, the person, is she. Godseekers, the people, are also in here. And it seems that Godseekers, the people, want to attune to the gods to ascend. But what would that entail? Like, if these are the gods they hope to attain the status of... One, I killed most of them in the physical world, so they can't be that powerful. And, two, they never really did anything impactful onto the world at large, other than the higher beings. You know, the Pale King, the White Lady, the Grim Heart, and, well, the Nightmare Heart, and Un. The higher beings have had certain sway on this world, absolutely. Even far after the death of the Pale King does his influence reign. But the other so-called gods that aren't higher beings didn't really seem to do much on a godly scale. It's like, you, as Godseeker, probably already have the power of these people, as they only had their power because of determination, commitment, practice, and drive. The False Knight wanted to protect the small people. You know, like those who didn't have power to protect themselves. The Mantis Lords have their own thing. The Hive Knight has his own thing, like communities. But those aren't godly behaviors. their heroic behaviors, their noble behaviors, at least before being corrupted by radiance. But nothing about them is any more impactful than, say, Conifer, Iselda, Sly. I guess Sly is considered a god, so I'd say Elderbug had more impact on this world than a lot of these alleged gods. So that's why I'm wondering about a few things here. Also, why is the Hollow Knight and Hornet considered gods, but not us, the Knight? Despite the fact that we are siblings to both. Full siblings to the Hollow Knight and half siblings to Hornet. Why does Godseeker meet us with such disdain early on? Like, sure, throughout the Fifth Pantheon, we are being more revered as something godly, a messenger of the god, and even, perhaps, a fleeting thought that the Godseeker thinks that we could be a god. But that realization came very late. It is entirely possible that, canonically speaking, we, the Knight, are a god as much as anyone else here. But why did she, the Godseeker, not think that? Ooh, nope, same. I thought that looked different. Why were we met with such disgust and disdain? That's something that I've been trying to think about. Like, it can't be because we harbor void, because so does the Hollow Knight. Even in quote-unquote pure vessel form, the Hollow Knight has void within them. The Hollow Knight and I are very similar in terms of composition, genealogy, and everything. I don't know how the Hollow Knight got so much larger than I, if we're about the same age, but another thing I don't know is how we ended up getting out of the abyss. Like, in the cutscene that explains our past, we saw that the Hollow Knight left us and we fell. When we returned to the abyss later, it's fully sealed up other than with Kingsbrand. And since we didn't have it, only someone with Kingsbrand could open the thing, and clearly they hadn't because it's still closed when we get there to open it with our Kingsbrand. We are incredibly godly because not only are we just as much of a god by birth as the Hollow Knight, we also have the Kingsbrand. We have the marking of the Pale King. We have ascended our status to Monarch. So if none of that makes us a god, what does? I'll touch on that the untrue gods that Godseeker there complains about in a bit, but I'm just curious on a lot of things. How did we get out? And how did we end up in King's Pass of all places? Like, with the moves that we have at the beginning of the game, it is not possible to get up there. So even if we did somehow manage to escape the abyss, getting all the way up to King's Pass is... Because look, if we... So we are here in the abyss. We get up to here along with the Hollow Knight, then fall way back down. Which means that we, at least to some extent, are capable of before we took control, the knight was capable of getting up here. But this was sealed after the Hollow Knight was taken. And there's no other way in or out of the abyss. But even if we manage to get through, and let's just say that we managed to get through, okay? This is still in the time of the Pale King, so chances are this is open. So you can take that and maybe get up here? But then we have to wait like a million years for the king to die, the knight to be trapped, and everything like that to happen. Which means I'm pretty sure that we left after the king died. Which means that if we were here, it would have been completely sealed, but if we managed to get out, this would be closed. This would be operational, but we don't have a ticket, so we'd have to go all the way out, and either crawl through these passages, which maybe find some way between here and here, maybe? Or here and here, without the use of the tram to open the doors for us? But even still, no matter which way you take, that way is infinitely more dangerous. So we go up here. Somehow, maybe this was operational until very, very recently, this elevator, so we go up here, and maybe this one is operational, and it was down there, so we could do this, and then someone would have to send it back down, though. Get here, and then here, but then after that, we have to go to Green Path, get up here, up here, up here, up here, up here, and then fall here, because this is where we begin. This path is not possible without the equipment that we have now, which of course we didn't have when we started. So how did we get up to King's Pass? And why? Like, let's just say we actually did manage to do that somehow. I think it's possible Hornet may have helped us. But why? Why get up there? Why not just take us to Dirtmouth in that case? It's something to think about that I'm having trouble trying to understand. I don't get Godseeker. I don't know. So I guess those are the two major mysteries I have here. Godseeker and how we got out of the abyss. Everything else makes perfect sense to me. And Godseekers began making more and more sense, but the one thing I really don't know is how we got out. Like with Godseeker, you'll see why I understand a lot more than I did last time, despite having experienced nothing here. In fact, let's take a break. Is it here? No, but that could be faster. Where is it? Yeah, fine, I'll get it later, but... yeah, I think it actually might be faster to fall, but... Let's see. Yeah, it's about the same. Is there something I'm missing here? I don't think you think it even took me this long to get Bilderbug. Is Godseeker a higher being? I suppose that's a new question I have. Like, the only time that we enter the dream of a living person is with the Dung Defender, where we fight White Defender. That's when he's asleep. The only time this is the only time that we can enter the dream of a waking, living person. Not to mention, for example, we go over here. Look, all these people in here. Like, this is a massive dreamscape, and it's full of a bunch of people. The only, like, that's only happened before with the knight, the King's Mold, outside of the White Palace to lead us into the dream version of the White Palace. Where there were people there. Now, the Wing Mold, not the Wing Mold, the King's Mold that's outside there, that we used to enter the White Palace, could be considered a higher being because filled with void. When referring to themselves, Godseekers use capitalized pronouns, which implies that at least they think themselves to be some sort of deity or higher power. Like, that's... capitalizing pronouns is an interesting thing, you know? Like, as far as I am aware, that's in normal life only really used for gods. Like, the god of Christianity, for instance, will use the uppercase he. It's also interesting that Godseeker as an individual is female, but then in here refers to the we, the us, so all of the Godseekers in there are behaving as one entity. And there's something I'll find in a moment, after I get this, that will elucidate as to why that's a bit more interesting than even it appears at the moment. It's a few tries later, and by a few I mean like a half hour's worth. But I had another idea of things I wanted to talk about. So, this thing is the God Tuner. So basically it will glow and display an icon beneath my soul bar whenever I've defeated something that will now unlock that thing in God Home. That's an interesting little device, isn't it? One, I wonder who wouldn't know. Like, clearly, you beat a boss, that will put the boss into God Home. And that's something that Godseeker wanted, because apparently Godseeker couldn't do this herself, or none of them could do it themselves. But that we'd all be rewarded with the privilege of, looking at, her beauty of visage and company and knowledge and blah, blah, blah. Not even knowledge, just company, basically. But we would be granted the privilege to look upon the shell and see the carapace and all that. Which is very vain already, but at the same time, why did you need us to do that? Why weren't you able to do that yourself? I think that's a valid question. If you consider yourselves even, higher being or higher beings, then surely you ought to be better suited for the task than I. You have anything better to do? Clearly not, because you just sit here at the bottom of this horrible waterway. Here we are.
Gods of our future, see thee, we shall to devote our all. What gods to save us of our silent mind?
Temporary tuning device built out of carapace.
Nada biskalak.
Savage! Intruder! No right thou hast to trespass within such a sacred memory! Be gone! Be gone! Huh. Now where's the thing? Team Cherry apparently have stated that they cannot say who locked the Godseeker in her cocoon, but it is noted that it is not clear whether she built the cocoon herself or someone else did it. So that was the initial tuning device. Clearly it's been streamlined. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. There we go. So I can... What is this? Land of Storms. There you are. That's one of you. That's one of the God Seekers. So is that. Look. Big corpses in the background. Ooh. Well, that's patched up now. Weathered mask. A strange mask from the godless land. Passed down over time. The design suggests wearer's thoughts were focused through the crest. Gods of thunder! Gods of rain! Why forsake thy servants? Will our minds be left suffering to ache alone? What god remains to deliver us from this woeful silence? Lament of the God-Seekers. So yeah, those two corpses are presumably the God of Thunder and God of Rain, who have either died or otherwise abandoned them, making them seek hollowness. Lore! So, given those masks littering the ground, the desolation of the Land of Storms, we can assume that all of these are dead. That mask, if you'll notice, none of these have that thing on top. That circle. You know who does? You. The Godseeker. True gods, you say. So, the Godseeker has traveled here from somewhere. Perhaps locked herself in a cocoon with the memories of all of her co-people. And that's how she ended up here in Hollowness. She said that she sought it out, but at the same time, Land of Storms, raining a lot, could have washed her and or her cocoon with her inside into the waterways here, because that's where the water collects. Yeah, take a look here. So, Grezmother, idolized by the Grezes, Vengefly King by the Vengeflies, breeding Malek. I mean, it could be just by other Maleks, but it also could be Tiso, according to Knight. False Knight, Grubs, Veiled Champion, same. Hornet. Could be Birthright, but I don't, because no one else really... I mean, I guess it could be like the knight, like us, Hollow Knight and Quirrell, perhaps. Heart Sentinel, same thing. Massive Moss Charger, the Moss Charger creatures. Flukemarm, the Flukes. Mantis Lords, the Mantises. Sisters Battle, same. Oblobble each other. Hive Knight, the Hive. Broken Vessel and Lost Kin. That could be by association of the Radiance, basically. Because the Radiance chose a Broken Vessel as a vessel, because that's the fight, is the Radiance has taken over that body to fight us. So it could be that it's the combination of, say, the Hollow Knight and us, but with the addition of Radiance. So, by birth, basically. Nosk. Knight's Theory is Fear. Winged Nosk, same. The Collector is an interesting one. I don't know. Dodge Tamer. Presumably the Colosseum. Crystal Guardian, Rage Guardian. No clue. Umu. Well, I mean, that is just a really powerful creature. It could be by the other, like, the jellyfish things, but I don't think they have the brain to worship anything. The Traitor Lord, the Traitor Mantises. Great Prince Zote, himself. Soul Warrior and Master. That could be by association of experimentations with Soul, becoming a god. Same with, so, Warrior, Master, and Tyrant, you know. Master and Tyrant, same, obviously. Soul Warrior is lesser than that. The Dung Defender, I don't know who would worship the Dung Defender, but it could be just devotion to the other people. Watcher Knights, possessed by the Radiance again, obviously. The rest of these are ghosts. Aside, like, well, the ones from No Eyes, Marmu, Galian, Merkuth, Zero, Gorb, Elder Hu. Those are all ghosts of heroes who then have legends about them. Oran Mato, Shale, and Sly are obviously well renowned. The Pure Vessel is like us, it's by birth, but also Radiance. It's like it's Lost Kin, but more. Grim is the direct descendant of the Nightmare Heart. Nightmare King is his empowered form, and of course Radiance is Radiance. So basically, the gods are the higher beings. The gods are higher beings, and anyone related to them, to an extent at least, because we're obviously not part of that list. And also any immortals that rise above their station and become something of an inspiration. I wish there was more to do with this creature. Let's see if there is, actually. Void given. The void entity. Huh. So, void given focus. So void given form is what we do in the Dream No More ending when we take down Radiance ourselves. Void given focus is what stands behind us in statue form and defeated the Radiance this time. Referred to as the God of Gods and God Seeker. By God Seeker and Shade Lord in the game's files. So, weirdly enough, this isn't a fightable god. If the God Seeker refers to void given form as the God of Gods, void given focus, I mean. Prior to version 1.4.2.8, the text of the statue was a void given mind. Interesting. Now, I truly think I do have everything. I guess I could give these to the collector. Let's see. Secret and secret. Yeah, let's take a trip to the collector.
Velmi Artrit.
Bellamy Church.
Kachael.
All on a seal? Down to the corrector, alright. Best I've met. Keep at it, I'll run out of space on the shelf.
Velmi Artrit.
The King's Idol. How many of these has you delivered? The other relic seekers are like to think I've gone mad for the king. Ha! Am I kidding? They'll be jealous of my collection. Find me more.
Helma Delker. Helma Delker.
Well, why isn't it a museum? Why do you hide your knowledge from others? Where am I going? No. Fine, I'll just do it that way then, I guess. Not you either. Is there anything up here? Well, I mean, not like, huh. I was wondering how high I could get. Because theoretically, this room doesn't have a ceiling. Really, can I... Okay, fine, I know what I'll have to do then. I know. Well, clearly that didn't work. Okay, bye. Ow! I'm trying to crystal dash. There we go. Fine, fine, fine. Ding. Got it. What is that pathway? Oh, I see what it means. It's this, right? No, it isn't. Ah, it's probably that, right? Yeah. Eh? Oh, I see. It's for you to go faster because you can call the elevator. Get up here. I was gonna say and get on top of it, but it really is taking a very long time. There we go. It's weird to have bugs for bugs, you know? All it has to miss is your sound. but you deserve rest. Yeah? Oh, hi.
And also,
Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. Watching you, though. Here I am. This is where I wanted to be. Not there. I was wondering if this was something different. Hmm. Yeah, apparently it was just that. The map area. I thought there'd be a drawing of a grub somewhere. Still no. Yeah, I don't have Sharp Shadow on, do I? No. Can I do this? I cannot. That's worth a try. To find anything. Anything to do. Unfortunately, I think I have done, in fact, like everything. Hello. I am falling now. Fools. Yeah, you don't say. I'm a million miles away from any stagway. Well, I guess my best bet is the going back the way I just came. Careful, the collector will get you. What is the collector anyway? Is the collector a void creature? Let's see. Even the hunter doesn't know what type of creature it is.
We... Actually... Take me to Stagnant, please. Hmm? I heard something. Yeah, like... Yeah, here. Let's go home.
Akala. Imto.
Klaba buktis. Emba deprana. Baknanat. Octis. Bah. Puro.
Post up 12. Keep your cloak dry. Cloak gets wet. Dry it as soon as you can. Wearing wet cloaks is unpleasant. It can lead to illness. Never be afraid. Fear can only hold you back. Facing our fears can be a tremendous effort. Therefore, you should just not be afraid in the first place. I'm curious. Yeah, look at that. I think how I want to end this off is with a carefree melody, some nice companions, some good food. Come on. 4. Yeah, 4. And thus is the true perfect end to a perfect game. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here this entire time. And I hope you enjoyed even a millionth of how much I enjoyed this. And now, I will see you in SilkSong. Adieu.